Hello, Jais Gadget Master is here, and today we will speak about iPhone 16. But from the start, subscribe and put the like to the channel and let us go. It's been only months since Apple launched the 2023 iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro models, but as is typical with rumors, people are already looking to the 2024 iPhone 16 lineup. The iPhone 16 lot, with Apple expected to increase the size of the iPhone 16 Pro to 6.3 inches and the size of the iPhone 16 Pro Max to 6.9 inches, marking the first size upgrade in several years. The size changes will be limited to the iPhone 16 Pro models, with the iPhone 16 models to stay the same size as the iPhone 15 models. While the iPhone 16 models won't get bigger, they will get some minor design tweaks thanks to extra buttons, but for the most part, both the standard iPhone 16 models and the Pro models will look like the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro models. Apple is designing new A-series chips for the iPhone 16 lineup, built on the latest N3E 3nm node. We could see some improvements to efficiency and performance, but we haven't yet heard details on just what we can expect. The iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro could use different chips, with the higher-end chip limited to the Pro models. The action button that was limited to the iPhone 15 Pro models will expand to all 4 iPhone 16 models in 2024, and the iPhone 16 lineup is also said to have a new capture button. That's used for taking photos and videos. The capture button will work like the shutter button on a digital camera. For the iPhone 16 models, Apple is planning a new vertical camera lens arrangement that is a departure from the prior diagonal lens setup. The new orientation will presumably allow the standard iPhone 16 models to capture spatial video for the Vision Pro headset. Apple is also expected to bring the Tetraprism 5X optical zoom lens to the iPhone 16 Pro, so it may not be limited to just the iPhone 16 Pro Max this year. iPhone 16 design. Apple tested several designs for the standard iPhone 16 models, but ultimately decided on a vertically aligned camera system with a pill-shaped camera bump. Prior iPhones have used a square-shaped camera bump to accommodate the diagonal lenses, but Apple is able to slim down the camera bump with the new lens arrangement. The pill-shaped bump houses the separate wide and ultra-wide lenses. The microphone will be next to the lenses, while the camera flash will be located on the back of the device outside of the bump. On the left side of the iPhone, Apple plans to replace the mute switch with the action button, and the iPhone 16 models will adopt the same button that was introduced with the iPhone 15 Pro models. The volume buttons will be located below the action button. The right side of the device will feature a new capture button, which will be located where the mmWave antenna has been on prior iPhone models in the US. It is located in a spot that will make it easy to press when the iPhone is in a landscape orientation. Apple plans to move the mmWave antenna to the bottom left side of the iPhone 16. Aside from the new vertical lens arrangement and the capture button, the iPhone 16 models will have the same general design as the iPhone 15 models with no notable changes to body shape or size. Colors. The iPhone 16 models could come in 7 colors: blue, pink, yellow, green, black, white, and purple. Dummy models. Prior to the launch of new iPhone models, case makers sourced the leaked dimensions and specifications of the upcoming devices from Apple suppliers. The information is used to make dummy models for creating cases, and because there's a lot of money involved in being the first to come out with a case for a new device, dummy models. Phone 16 dummy models leaked in April give a clear look at the size differences that we can expect from the iPhone 16 lineup. The Pro models are a bit taller and wider, and the standard iPhone 16 models have a redesigned camera cutout that's vertical instead of diagonal for the 2-lens camera system of those iPhones. There are few changes to the exterior camera design of the iPhone 16 Pro models, but with Apple continuing to use a square camera bump that houses the 3 lenses. Size changes for iPhone 16 Pro. The iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max are expected to have larger display sizes, according to multiple sources. The iPhone 16 Pro will have a display that's 6.27 inches in size rounded to 6.3, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to have a display that's 6.85 inches in size rounded to 6.9. With the increase in display size, the dimensions of the iPhone's body will also increase. Both models are expected to be taller and wider than the iPhone 15 Pro models, and while thickness will remain the same, the weight will increase slightly due to the larger size. General shape and design will not be updated. Display technology. The iPhone 16 OLED panels could use micro-lens technology for both improved brightness and reduced power consumption. Micro-lens arrays, or MLA, uses a uniform pattern of billions of lenses inside the panel to reduce internal reflection. The reflected light increases perceived brightness without increasing power consumption. The OLED displays that used in the iPhone 16 lineup will be more power efficient thanks to improved materials. Apple is using border reduction structure (BRS) technology for some of the iPhone 16 models, which is expected to result in slimmer bezel sizes. BRS allows for a more compact and efficient layout of the circuitry under display, allowing for thinner bezels without impacting display performance. It is not yet clear if the slimmed-down bezels will be limited to the iPhone 16 Pro models or if it will be a change implemented across the entire lineup. Buttons. Apple plans to add 2 new buttons to the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, one that will replace the mute switch and one that's entirely new. Action button. The iPhone 15 Pro models include an action button, and in 2024 the action button is expected to expand to the standard iPhone 16 models. The action button used across the iPhone 16 lineup will be identical to the iPhone 15 Pro action button. The action button, which replaces the traditional mute switch, can perform multiple functions such as activating the flashlight, turning on the camera, launching a shortcut, enabling or disabling a focus mode, using translate, turning on/off silent mode, and more. Capture button. The extra capture button. The button is located on the same side of the iPhone as the power button, in the space that is occupied by the 5G M-Wave antenna in the United States. With the addition of this button, the M-Wave cutout has been relocated to the left side of the device below the volume buttons. While the button is expected to be mechanical rather than capacitive, the information says that it will be able to respond to pressure and touch. iPhone users will be able to zoom in and out by swiping left and right on the button, focus with a light press, and activate a recording with a more forceful press. The capture button will be available on all 4 iPhone 16 models, and it will be used for taking photos and videos. USB-C port. Apple will transition to USB-C technology with the iPhone 15 lineup, and it's also expected to be used for the iPhone 16 models. What do you think about it? Write a comment, subscribe, and put the like to this channel. Gabi Jayas.